Hello and welcome back to Sunrider Liberation Day. Oh, Claude. She's going to do something perverse, so I'm going to take the opportunity to upgrade stuff. Okay. Got a reasonable amount to play with. So, boost a reactor again, and again. Okay, so the reactor's up to 140 energy cost is excellent. She can now fire it twice per... she can now double volley it, which is just shockingly useful. I'd like to get it to the point where she could awaken and fire on the same turn, but I doubt I'll be able to. Alright, what's the Sunrider? Shield power. I could do with boosting the shield range, but that's pretty pricey. I'm assuming it's the same on you, yes. Those are a couple of things I'll want. Boost the damage of the kinetic. I think I'm going to boost the kinetics a bit. Or boost the... Yeah, certainly reduce their energy cost. Maybe they're accurate. So, hang on, where are we at? Sunrider... the kinetics, there we go. So, 52... And she's currently got 130 energy. Yeah, it's going to be a while before we can fire off a volley of 3, but that's okay. And we got decent there. Do we need torpedo armor with that? I don't really use torpedoes much, because again, I've got that classic problem of... yeah, a 50% improvement. Ooh, I want the gunboats. And they're not expensive. So, yeah, they can be very... Yes, I will take 4 gunboats. Should I get the frigates as well, do we think? Up to 3. So, I'm considering my formation. Yeah, I could anchor the formation around that. I'll get them at some point, certainly. Vanguard spread field, I'll want that. Increases the command point cap to 5,000, which would be handy. Armor penetrating rounds. Extended torpedo storage. Again, I haven't really been using torpedoes, so I'm going to get the Gravitino generator because it's not expensive and I've been using that a lot. So yeah, now I'm saving up for the increased... No, I'm going to get the Captain's Society induction. And then I'm going to save up for... yeah, then I'm going to save up for the upgrade to the Vanguard cannon. Oh, Captain, my heart twists and turns at this sight, spurning the love of your old childhood friend for that innocent maiden's pure body. The scandal! But as they say, the powerful take what they will. Isn't that right, Captain? Shield shook his head and whispered back, I didn't ask for your love advice. Oh, how men wish to sully the unsullied, to mark the flesh before another rival takes that which can be only taken once. Yeah, at some point I might do a rant about virginity. Specifically the fact that it's bollocks. I'm not kidding, there is no such thing as virginity. It's a concept that was created, well, pretty much to shame women, if we're honest about this, but anyway. And if anybody brings up breaking the hymen as a thing, can I just... Very angry yell, the hymen doesn't work that way. I'm not kidding. Yeah. There's a really fantastic video that, if anybody wants to see it, I will put a link to the video in the description of this one, assuming I remember. You might have to ask for it in the comments section. That's just an interesting video from a program called Adams Ruins Everything, which is basically just a guy who, all those things you think you know, yeah, here's how you're wrong. And it's kind of annoying, but the one on the hymen's particularly interesting. Because you realise that, everything you think you know about it is bollocks. Anyway. In other words, Chigara's virginity. Shields nearly choked Claude to death. Nah, you think I also wouldn't check that? Oh, idiot. Some doctor you are. I can prescribe some remedies in case she says it hurts too much. Again, if you do it right, it won't. These are common misconceptions, and ones that should be fought. Or would you rather see her bittersweet tears of joy as you ravage her? If it's too much, you can even invite me to stand by in the next bed, just in case of medical emergencies which may arise. Shields nearly screamed into Claude's ears through clenched teeth. As if! Is something the matter, Captain? Oh, nothing you need fear, Chigara. Just give the Captain some medical advice for his big day. I see. So, here it is. Claude offered Shields some pain-numbing lubricant. Shields eyed Claude suspiciously. He snatched it from her hand and stuffed it into his pocket. I need to get back to work. Good luck! Okay, if that's everything. Yes, you're good to go, Chigara. Okay. Shields marched out of the sickbay before anyone could see the enormous grin on his face. The Sunrider is ready to depart port on your word, Captain. Wake her up, Commander. Aye. Engines to 10%. Ease us out, Helmsman. Get us clear of the planet's gravity well and prepare for warp. Engines to 80. Destination, Captain? Sarah. Aye. Punch in the coordinates. We are in the clear, spooling up the warp drive. Warp. Well, we can't go straight to Sarah, I assume. There must be other things to do first. You know, other people who need shooting. Asaga laid awake on her bed. A dark premonition had come over her. Evil was near. She got out of bed. It called for her. Asaga walked into the brig. Asaga, what are you doing here? I want to talk with a prisoner. The prototype? Why all of a sudden? I need to know something. Ikari blinked in confusion. Asaga walked towards her cell. Hey, wait! I'll just be for a bit. Stand by your post. Oh, seriously? She's been acting weird lately. Asaga pressed the intercom. Prototype? So the fallen queen shows at last. What do you wish, your highness? Chigara. She's one of you, isn't she? Oh, looks like we've been found out. Of course she is. We were interested in you for years, my lady. The one who would one day awaken to her hidden destiny. We saw your future. One day you will spearhead an armada as vast and as mighty as the ancients. But even that will pale in comparison to the beast you will awake from her slumber. The Sharlak. If we could use that power... Don't bullshit me! I'm not your pawn! You always were. We watched you from when you were a child. Isn't it strange how she just came to you one day and all of a sudden became your inseparable friend? You avoided getting married to us, but all this time your greatest friend was at your side, plotting your demise. Oh, mighty Queen of Ruvia. You have been betrayed by the friend you trusted the most. Lies! Asaga pounded the glass with her fist, her chest heaving. No! I'm going to protect him. One day, he'll call me the hero. Asaga turned around and stormed out of the brig. I have to do this. I'm the hero of justice. I have to save everyone. Don't do something stupid. Bloody hell. I was going to say, for a second I thought that was what they'd done to Sarah. Prototype 4L1C3 exited the shuttle and entered the vast diode cloning facility. While it had originally served as a remote space station where researchers tinkered with as yet undiscovered and far away from Alliance regulations, the research in its current state eclipsed the original's capabilities. Returning here never failed to fill 4L with unease. This nightmarish place was her home. Our enemies approach our position at Sarah, while Fontana grows more powerful inside Pact. The war is falling outside our projections. Can the situation still be saved? Another spoke, unseen in the darkness. The feud in the neutral rim will be but a skirmish compared to the fires to come. We must accelerate our plans before he arrives. Darkness gathers on the horizon. It will be we who lead humanity through its blackest hours, or we shall all fall once more as the Ruvians did. Foolish creature. Humanity will find no salvation from us. Humans are but disgusting, howling infants, screaming for everything, greedy, slow, stupid and lazy. Pathetic, pathetic! The Alpha prototype stepped closer into the light. You are troubled. No. You are the one the humans first called Arcadius, no? No. I was not the first, merely the last. Your thoughts are distorted. There is something there. Get out of my mind, meddler. Is this the emotion they call love? No. It is not love. Strange. Quite interesting what humans feel now. I have begun to understand it more recently. The feeling they call love. It fills me with such warmth. And yet for you... Say no more! Her voice echoed through the chamber. Very well. You need not fear, my sister. I have already prepared the necessary arrangements for your victory at Sarah. Now, go forth. Bring us our long-awaited triumph. Yes, my sister. Total triumph. She turned around and left. She loved the man they called Arcadius, and yet that love fills her heart with such scorn. Captain, a word. Commander. We have received various contracts to fulfill en route to Sarah from our various partners. Fulfilling them will go a long way towards building up our coffers for the Battle of Sarah. The same old work, eh? What do we have, Commander? First, a mission from the Alliance. Following the successful rescue of the Alliance diplomats and the children at Versta, talks have rekindled between the two parties. As a gesture of goodwill, the Alliance will return the rescued children to their parents. We are to distract the Pact fleet in orbit around Versta, long enough for the return to occur. A mission of goodwill? Now that the Alliance has emerged as the stronger power in this war, no doubt the weaker nations of the galaxy will seek favour in the eyes of the Alliance. I suppose we're no different. Moving on. The Alliance has received word of strange disappearances occurring at the Peace Mist Nebula. A large number of civilian traffic has recently begun to disappear as soon as they enter the nebula. We are to investigate these disappearances. Sounds like, I don't know, more automated killer Ruvian riders, I bet. Captain, please do not jump to conclusions. Most likely they were attacked by pirates and nothing more. Oh, come on, Ava. Pirates wouldn't even be a challenge for us anymore. No, it's going to be a fully operational Ruvian super dreadnought. Unbelievable. Further, a mission from our corporate friends at Tirada. I hope we're not escorting cargo again. I've already taken the liberty of cancelling every escort contract we've received since our last one. Oh, good. Relations between Pact and the Union have deteriorated severely in the recent months. While Pact inherited its business ties to the Mining Union from the new Empire, the relationship has proven hazardous for the Union, as we have no doubt seen. Well, trying to supply both sides of an armed conflict always comes with its own perils. Last week, Pact had a docked fleet at the Union stations in Tirada, ostensibly for repairs and shore leave. I'm sure the beaches at Tirada are great this time of year. Real nice mix between the tar and the sulphur. Given recent events, the Union has decided to cut what little ties they have with Pact and arranged an Alliance fleet to drop in and sink the Pact fleet. We are to join the Alliance fleet and terminate the Union's business relationship with Pact. And thanks to that, the Alliance overlooks the fact they've been getting shelled with Union-made missiles the entire war. Business as usual, Captain. Well, we'd better get to it. Get us underway. Aye, Captain. So, where should we go first? We have arrived at Versta. Alright, let's cause enough mess here so the Alliance can perform their diplomatic mission. All units, attack! I was assuming we were actually going to get to pick the order, but no, apparently we're just... Oh, bloody hell. Can we ignore it? Nope. Alright, now hopefully it's not going to do that again. Good. Whatever reason it got its proverbial knickers in a twist there. Alright then. Can I... Nope, I can't scroll through this list, so I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. Right. Now, thinking about the formation I want Kari there. I want the Blackjack there. Where the hell are the rest of my units? Because I'm not doing this with just these guys. I mean, where the hell is the Sunrider herself? Serious question. I've begun to compensate for the electronic interference caused by... What? Hang on, what bloody mission is that? No, this is the wrong mission. Hang on. Yes, I loaded the wrong save game because I went back to... Well, I went to a save game that looked exactly like this that was at the end of the list, but obviously the quick saves go in the other direction, which is bizarre. Right, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Thank you. Okay, good. We actually have our entire squadron this time. Good. No, let's move it all the way forward. So yes, now that we've got a reasonable screen of fighter units, we can handle a lot of what the enemy throws at us. Okay. Sorry, I'm thinking about the formation for a second. Give me a moment. No, we want to move back one. Yeah, okay. There's the formation we're after. Tuck her in, tuck him in. Okay. So yes, helps if I load the correct goddamn save game. That was my idiocy rather than anything else. Alright, survive for 7 turns. Which means Thorma's certainly going to really hammer us with a lot of bad guys. Awaken, and she'll get double shots next turn, so that's completely worth it. Draw fire. Now if we can do some... Ah yes, I need to boost her thing, don't I? Now if we could do something about those bleeding... Okay, so we've got a couple of cruisers. Yeah, it's those support riders I want dead, and we're going to have to watch out for those guys. Thankfully I'm pretty sure we've got the defences to handle them. Alright. Alright. They've got shields. Quite a lot of flak defences in the way of getting anything done, unfortunately. But we can now move 3 riders forward and thus into the guns of our fighter screen. And I know they're gunboats, not fighters, but I'm thinking of them as a fighter screen. They clearly don't have fighter craft in this world because they rely on riders for that job, which is fair enough. You know, why use a fighter craft when you can use a giant bleeding mech? You know, equally viable tactic, presumably. You know, if you're into that kind of thing, which, as we've established from the fact that I freaking love giant mechs, I totally am. Good. That's a... Yeah, I thought that was a carrier. So we've got a couple of carriers to deal with, but that's not too bad. Get that one out. So yes, these guys are excellent for dealing with some of the lighter units. Hey, we've almost got enough command points stored up to fire the Vanguard. We don't need it at the moment, but... And again, just lots of fire. You know, do damage where we can, but stick together and hold the formation. Because that is very much my preferred tactic. I say I'll need to be wary of fire coming in from this scumbag, but that's okay. What's the kinetic range like? Not great. Reasonable chance of hitting the battleships, but 100% hit chance on that guy, but there's enough flak defense between me and him to make that messy. There's also a lot of shield cover. Cast aim up on the Sunrider. And aim up on her. So I'm not going to have her awaken unless I think, you know, we need it. And we don't at the moment. Target that guy. Yeah. Probably ought to get her armor-piercing fire, because that would, you know, because I suspect that's probably quite useful in certain situations. Alright, pulse gun fire. Thank you. Okay, long-range kinetic bombardment's got no bloody chance over there. We can guarantee to hit that guy, but he's got shield, so it won't help much. Yeah, shield's mitigating 65%. We don't have enough for a double kinetic barrage, unfortunately. So just a single barrage on that guy, please. Reasonable hit. Not amazing, but reasonable. And assault cannon fire on that rider, please. If we could take out a lot of their support riders, I can then use the gunboats a little aggressively to take out those guys. Maybe, not sure. Alright, you've got a shot. Lasers, fire. Good. Yes, even with shields, they don't have the defenses to handle that kind of firepower. Alright. Kinetic barrage on... Well, you've got a 75% chance to hit that battleship, so you... Seriously? Huh. Alright, I think that's all I got for this turn. Still, that was a good turn, because we, you know, took out a lot of enemy forces. Brace for incoming rockets. Aha! Interception. Incoming missiles. Interceptions. Interceptions. Because between them, they've got a lot of flak defenses, enough to you know, make those rockets very inaccurate. And of course, they're spawning more bloody support riders. I hate the bastard things. Still, she can now double tap, which means she can take out this son of a bitch down here. Oh Jesus! Incoming. Flak defenses, somebody take it out. Good job. Okay. It's weird, even though I've got the voices turned off, occasionally they still, you know, say something. I say, it would have been nice to... Supposedly they're going to add... They've claimed they're going to add in an option to have the original voice acting back during the battles, which I'm, you know, that would be nice, basically, because I've got nothing against the Japanese voices, it's just I don't understand Japanese, so you know, and I just find it slightly odd that they had, you know, English voice acting up to now, and when they have, you know, when they actually get the budget opportunity to voice act the whole thing, I find it odd that they prioritise Japanese over English. Or is that just me? Alright. I think we can afford the short-range warp. Sunrider. Should have cured its bloody disable light before I did that. Because now it's got nothing else it can do. That was my own stupid fault. And they've upped the price of short-range warp as well. Now, unfortunately, our screen isn't going to be terribly effective against these buggers, but... Cast Shut Off on that guy, so these two are vulnerable. And increase the accuracy of our long-range guy. Target, fire. One good hit. Missiles, fire. It's going to have to get through a maze of flak defenses, so it's probably not going to... I'm impressed. I was not actually expecting much damage on that. Alright. Lasers on that target. Assault guns on that target. Yeah, I mean, even the gun, the gunboat should be able to finish this guy very quickly and easily. I was expecting that to take at least a few more hits. Alright, restore. Let's force these sons of bitches forward. Low ass hit chance, but screw it. Alright, draw fire. Missiles right down their gullet. Ha! Barely any intercepts. Nice. 39% through missile defenses. Good. Because I can never remember what that number means with the missile defense. I can't remember if that's the number that the percentage of yours that expect to get through, or if it's something else entirely. But I don't know. Good job, guys. So nice having a goddamn fighter screen. I really cannot emphasize enough how nice it is to have a fighter screen with, that's allowing me to soak up missile fire more effectively. Because that was one thing in the previous game that was really annoying. You could quite often count on the enemy just spamming you with missiles in the opening turns, which could really screw you over if you were unlucky. Gary, you got some left, haven't you? Damn it. I'm not... I could move her and actually guarantee the hit, but I'm lazy. Alright. So we're going to have to do something about those missile boats down there. They could be a problem, but for the most part we're doing well. Laser range like. Okay, he's protected by that rider, but it's not exactly a terribly good shield envelope, is it? So, fire! Only small damage, but that's okay. Okay, he's got pretty decent flight defenses, so I'm not going to waste the missiles. It's not going to do much against him, but I don't care. Because at the end of the day, that was just using up the last of the energy. Okay. Incoming missiles. Nice. Aha. So yeah, they're still concentrating their fire on her, and she can take it. Very, very well, actually. Long-range laser fire, which isn't going to be terribly effective, especially not against the kind of shields I've got around her. Okay, this is the one that might hurt. Flak defenses. Somebody hit it. Okay, that hurt. Yeah, that was pretty widespread damage. But on the plus side, they only seem to have one of those super missiles each. So, oh Christ, here it comes. Somebody's flak defense. Jesus Christ. I think that's Akari out the fight. And one of our support riders. Two of us. Right, got it. Jesus Christ. Thank you. Okay. That was annoying. Oh, dickheads. Alright, resurrection. Let's get Akari back in because I want our screen up as much as possible. Repair on her urgently. Come on, cast it. Thank you. Alright. Kinetic barrage on that one. It's not quite a kill, but it's severe damage. Yeah, holding out for this many turns might become problematic. Blow that one away. Right, looking at my timer, I'm actually going to have to end this part here. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next.